Welcome back. I'm Adrienne, your expert on all things custom home building and luxury. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend how much fun we have on the Fraser Homes channel. So the question is, what is the difference between a foreman, a superintendent, and a construction manager? Generally, those three positions are found in more of a commercial project or projects where you have multiple builds happening in the same subdivision. So you know that we've talked about production builds and we've talked about semi-custom builds where you are building a huge subdivision or you're developing. You'll see those three types of positions. Fraser Homes, we only employ construction managers. Now, the difference with a foreman, think of a team lead. So this person has a team of professionals that works with them and they kind of manage the work. So it's very much task oriented. If we were to use the example of a crew of painters, the foreman would manage their schedule. So they may clock in and out. If they're doing that digitally or they're doing that on a piece of paper, the foreman is managing their time. The foreman is managing and directing their work. So today we're going to start at the top level and we're going to go down. The foreman is managing the safety. So you may hear toolbox talks. That is often held in a construction environment. You do a toolbox talk and you talk about safety. The foreman will manage that. The foreman will also manage the cleanliness of the construction build. So after we get finished with painting, we are going to collect all of our items. We want to make sure that we don't have anything that is combustible, like paint rags, those kind of things. If you want a special story about that, we'll try to see if we can get a guest, Andre Fraser, to talk about a time when there were paint rags on the job site and how the construction caught on fire. So it's a big no-no to have rags on the job site. So the foreman is managing the team and it is very task oriented. A superintendent, on the other hand, has a group of foremen that are managing individual projects. So if we can go back to the matter of a commercial project, well, those superintendents, you might have a commercial project in the downtown area and you have a commercial project in a suburban area. That superintendent is managing all of the individual foremen and making sure that the project is progressing as prescribed or described in your specifications. And so a construction manager is what we consider the CEO of an individual project. Now, construction management is an actual class or a degree that you can achieve at different universities. As you all know, I sit on the advisory board for the University of Cincinnati and their construction management program, and we are always looking to recruit individuals who want to be in the construction management field. But the construction manager is the CEO because they're looking at it from a global perspective. It is very much strategic. It is not individual project-based or task-based. You are looking at the operation. You're looking at the inputs, the throughputs, and the outputs. That is an operational process system that you all should know about. If you don't, I can pause and talk to you all about that. From knowing the difference, you have to jump over to my other channel and learn about operational best practices. However, input, throughput, and output is about the inputs and then the overall output. So the output for us, Fraser Homes, we want is a beautiful home. The inputs are all of the materials, the time, the employees, the subs, the suppliers, all of those things are the inputs. And then how we manage that process is the throughput. And so the CEO of the project or the construction manager is very, very in tune with all of those details and is managing the means and methods. So they are looking at cost benefit analysis. So if we have an issue where we have lumber that is dropped on site, and in this instance, this actually happened where trusses were dropped on one of our projects, and the trusses were bundled in such a way that the trusses are all over the place. So we're supposed to be framing this area, and the detached garage has trusses over here and trusses over there. So the CEO of the project has to decide, do I need to send these trusses back to the lumber yard and have them actually make sure that they bundle them in a fashion where we can get these trusses up? Or do I go ahead and have my framing crew go ahead and sort on site and we proceed on with the project? It's a cost benefit analysis that this person would be doing. There are other things that CEOs are doing. CEOs are looking at the marketing piece. And so we want to have lots, and we want our builds to be clean and represent Fraser Homes in such a way. The foreman or the superintendent might not be necessarily thinking of that, but our construction manager needs to be thinking. Our construction manager needs to be thinking about the overall safety and the overall structural integrity. So they are constantly analyzing, reviewing, and rehearsing the plans, the specifications, the schedule. They're running critical paths. That's another opportunity for us to talk about what is a critical path and how do we run our calculations on critical paths. And so you can understand why we like to have construction managers run our projects, because our projects are very intricate and detailed. We've never built the same house twice, and for that reason it is very complex and requires a strategic mind. Once again, it's very important that you know the difference, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.